So, today we have something a bit different. This thing is a radio thing, and if you see here, this is the clock. That's the only thing that's working. So, whatever I do here, if I go to up in the volume, nothing happens. And if I go to, what is it, DN, I don't know what that means, it doesn't do anything as well. I've tried using headphones, microphone, that doesn't work either. Here's a power button, that doesn't do anything as well. Function doesn't do anything, equalizer, random, program, stop band, play pause, and the tuning / skip doesn't do anything. The only button that works is the open button. And yes, I've tried it with a CD and it doesn't work as well. So I'm gonna unplug this thing, we're gonna take it apart, and hopefully we're gonna see if we can find a fault with it. To be fair, I haven't worked on radios before, so I'm not that confident, but we'll see what happens. So let's take it apart. Alright, so here it is. And obviously, we're unplugged because I would like to live a little bit longer. And let's see how we can take this apart. So we have a battery compartment down here. This looks good. And it looks like it's mostly Phillips heads. So I need a longer screwdriver. Alright, so these screws aren't magnetic, so I'm not really sure when they are out completely, but maybe they are out completely now. So let's try to open this up somehow. And I'm not really sure in what way it opens, or if I have even taken out all the screws completely. And I can feel something down here. Okay, no, it was just really crusty glue. That doesn't work anymore. Alright. We have nothing down here and nothing down here. I'm wondering if there's anything under these feet. I was hoping there wasn't because there were so many screws anyway. But no. No screws here, so there shouldn't be any here. Let's just check here as well. Nope, nothing. Okay, so these screws are really long as well, so I'm just gonna double check to see if I can get most of them out. And I think these are magnetic. Yeah, kind of. That's loose enough. So you really gotta get them out. So maybe now we'll have better luck. Okay, here we go. With some persistence, it finally came off. And we have battery terminals here, so I just want to see where all the connections go. Okay, so I think we can get the speakers off at least. Don't fall. All right. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a lot of shit going down here. Maybe I can show you without tearing it apart. Here you go. A bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna take out the speakers because they seem to be removable. I mean, they seem to, but I'm not sure if they are. Okay, glued in, of course. But that's one thing out of the way. Here we go, that's the speakers out. And now we have the battery terminals. We have this thing, I don't even know what that is. The on switch and the plug. And of course the on switch is glued in. Who knew? So how are we gonna get this out? I mean, okay, I think we can just push through the battery terminals, hopefully. Or can we? Alright, so hopefully you can see this. There's plastic welded on. So if we remove it, we have to weld it back on, I guess. So that's not very repairable. Can I just unplug this somehow? Okay, so I'm thinking a bit now, and I think that we don't really need to remove this part, but it would help because everything is getting in the way. Wait, here's the antenna. That's not really connected to anything. Is it just me? Maybe it's connected under these, but it doesn't seem to be connected. We have to check that out. So I'm not really sure how I'm gonna work on this. And let's check it out. So here we have the board for the SD card reader, USB, and something else. Here is the main board. I'm not really sure what this is. Let me show you. Does anybody know what this is? I've never seen that before. It looks really weird. Okay, I can see something here. This crystal. What has leaked here? Maybe a bit rusty. So that seems to be one problem. But anyway, I have to take this apart somehow, get the motherboard out, and start checking it. And I think we have a huge transformer over here. But yeah, this is getting a bit messy to work on. So I'm trying to look at the other cords as well. We have two black cables going here, and I'm not really sure which is which. Could maybe mark them up. So let's do that, just so I can get that off. but then this goes there, this goes there. It's really not the best quality of radio, if I can say so myself. I mean, there's stuff in it, but yeah. But then again, for the crystal, you have this goo here on the back, but you also have that same goo down here. So maybe that's just some kind of super glue or something. Then you have all this, and this is of course also glued down. Then we have a cable to the speaker going through here, of course. And here's the board I was talking about. Here's the display. And is there a board under here as well? It seems like it. Maybe that's for the CD player. Is this? Can you just unplug this? I don't think you can. Okay, maybe you can. I'm gonna try to unplug this connector. Alright, so that's loose. Obviously that goes there. I'm not really sure where these cords go. Oh, great. Okay, so the cords to the speakers, they're soldered onto here. So there's not an easy way to just get those out. And you have a ribbon cable, that's probably for the CD drive. I think it's not going to be the easiest thing to just not disconnect these. So I'll just have to live with this being here. But what I can do is... Okay, no, that's done, because I was going to check the continuity from the power cord to the board. But we know that that's okay, because the clock starts up. And I think there might be a problem with the button first and foremost, because no matter what button I press, except for the eject of course, nothing happens. So I'm wondering if the button board somehow got disconnected. And I mean, you have this power button as well, so I'm guessing that should start the radio somehow. The thing is, all of that is down there. So how am I supposed to get down there? Because there's all of this in the way. And I think I'll have to disconnect it all, which I don't want to do, because that's a lot of stuff to remember. And I was actually hoping of making something a bit easier today, but boy was I wrong. Okay, so I'm thinking for the board for the buttons, there just has to be a ribbon cable connected to that. I can't see that they would connect a bunch of wires. So what I'm thinking is, if I can get all of these things out, including the main board, I should be able to just take it out and then look at the buttons. So it's gonna be a bit of work to get the speakers off. But also then, okay, no, that's not gonna work either, because there are holes in the plastic here, which some of the wires go through to. Unless, I think maybe this whole plastic can get off as well. Maybe that's connected to this, and you push it and take it out, and you can get to it. Alright, I'm done thinking. I'm just gonna do it. So wish me luck. Now we should at least be able to get the speaker out. And I think I'm gonna have to buy a bunch of glue later. Alright, I lost the bracket somewhere, but we're good. So now we would be able to get the speakers out with this plastic part. Oh, here's the bracket. So I'm thinking I'm gonna tackle the other speaker. And I think when we're done with that, we could take this board off and the front board off. Then take off these screws and the whole thing should just come out. I'll have to remember not to forget this ribbon cable. So I'm gonna do that now because I'm gonna forget in like 5 minutes. And I don't know if you can hear my parrot, but he's not confident in this repair. And for once, neither am I. Wait. Okay, cool. So a little plus is that it seems we can just disconnect the front board and the USB board after we've... I mean, this looks so disgusting. After we've taken this off. So okay, that's a little bit easier for us then. Okay, I'm starting to feel hopeful again. Oh no. No way. Look at this. So I was gonna take this ribbon off, and I've lifted this connector, but it seems like only the plastic lifted, so the pins are still in place. So we got lucky there. Anyway, here's another connector with a bunch of brown wires. I'm gonna take that off. Let's see, do we have any more connectors? We have the small one. Just took the whole plastic off, whatever. We'll fix that later. We have another connector here. This time I'm gonna try to leave the plastic on. And I kind of did that. We have this connector, which is a bit annoying to get out. I gotta get them tweezers. Okay. Let's try this one. Can the plastic stay? It seems like it will. Alright. So that's that. I also see some screws that we need to take care of. So let's do that first. Okay, whatever, bye. Oops, realized you can't see. I lost the screw down here somewhere. We're gonna get to it. I think it's under this thingy. There it is. I think this is the last screw. There we go. Yeah. Feels loose enough. But we can't forget this lovely speaker. And I know there's a third screw somewhere down there. And I can't believe I got to it actually, because it's really far in there. But I mean, if I got to the other one. Can you stop playing with the new magnet? Okay, we got it. It's on the speaker, never mind. Let's try to get this off now. Oof, those sounds. It's just the glue though. This one is coming off way easier. There we go. Okay. Oh boy. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3. There should be a fourth screw somewhere, 4. So let's take care of those. I mean, what is this? This doesn't look good, right? I'm not sure these speakers are okay, but we'll see, we'll see. There's a screw missing here, but it's present on the other side. That's weird. I was gonna say that I wonder if someone was in this, but nobody would be that stupid to get into this thing. I mean, you just open it up and you think, nope, not for me. But I don't do that. I'm thinking about you guys. Because I'm a nice guy and I'm just like, hey, you need some content to watch. Watch this idiot try to fix this radio. It's gonna go well. I just had the best idea ever. Also, if I can't fix this, I will super glue back these speakers. And I mean, wait, this speaker also has this jizz-like texture running down here. That's weird. Is it because they've leaked somehow? I don't know. Anyway, I will super glue all the speakers back. I will reassemble it perfectly just the way it was. Then I'm gonna put it in a box And I'm gonna send it to Painful Dwayne and see if he'll have a look at it. I think he's gonna like it. Don't you? Okay, so we seem to... How is this made? This plastic part is loose here, but it's a bit stuck here. Oh, this is a mess. This is a mess. And I have to take care of the ribbon cable here for the display as well. I'm definitely gonna send this to him. He told me he doesn't like to work on radios as well, so that's gonna make it more fun. I mean, not for him, but for me. Now I'm kinda hoping I won't fix it. This is getting loose, but I need this plastic to come with. And I can't see what's holding it in. Now the antenna dropped. So what I'm thinking now is maybe I should get the front part off first, because I think that somehow holds all of this in place. And we have two cables here as well that I need to get off. But I'm not really sure how I'm gonna get to that one, but we'll see. Yeah, my parrot's right. This is super glued, so I should be careful. Is the other part super glued? I'm not sure. And also, I'm not really sure how to get it off. Let's just take this part off first. I see two screws here. And I'm really starting to think I'm not gonna get this back together, am I? Okay. So of course, we have a cable here going to the main board. But it's off at least. And now, instead of messing up that super glue, I'm just gonna try to get the front bar with the LCD off. Barred, my god. Seems like there is at least 2 screws more. Yes, we have one here. Whatever, we don't need that. I know, I was joking. Oh my god. How am I supposed to get to that one? I mean, I'm pretty sure I have these exact capacitors, so if I mess one of them up, I can just replace those. God damn it. Okay, wait. We have a screw here. So we can try to loosen up this part. It should give us a bit more leeway. Oh my god. Okay. Let's try the long boy. Okay, now we should be able to get it out quite easily. Here's the LCD, as we can see. I guess this is for the remote. And now, please, can we just lift this out? I would be so happy if we could. But now also, okay, we can't get the front off. At least not now. Okay, this is coming off now. That is great. And what's under here? Okay. Okay. So here's the antenna. And I think we have to get this cap off on the top. I'm not sure we can get that off. Can we unscrew this somehow? But also, how is this connected? I mean, it's not going to be that bad if we unscrew this, right? What's the worst that can happen? Okay, so one of the ribbon cables was for the board down here. I don't know if you can see that. And I really need to get this to the side, because then I can take this whole assembly But this antenna is really starting to get on my nerves. You know what? Change of plan. Again. Let's loosen these boards up. And maybe we can just pull those out. Okay, so I think what are you stuck onto? Oh yeah, that's the spinning button. Needs to get out. There we go. We are out. We're gonna take you with us. And this is connected to the display. And is the display connected to... I don't think it's connected to anything in particular. So we're gonna work around the antenna and try to get the other button board off. I'll find that later. I'm not gonna, but that's what I tell myself. Okay, so now we have to wiggle the other spinny button off. Maybe I can do that from the underside. There we go, it's out. Now this board should be loose, and it is. So can we just move all of these things out? Oh, I'm gonna be so happy. And now I'm less happy because we have a blob chip, and if this chip is broken, I will cry. Okay, now we can actually take a look at something. So I'm gonna move all of this and we're gonna check it out. Maybe this was the problem. This was really loose. Can I get it back in? Oh God. A part of me is thinking, okay, maybe I should just destroy these connectors and solder these things in place. How are they supposed to go? Just like this. Maybe that's what I should do, but here. just gonna try to separate this, and maybe some IPA will help. Alright, so let's begin with this. I mean, look at how this looks. It's all broken and stuff. I think it's supposed to go in like this. Yeah. Hopefully that's fine. I'm gonna get a helping hand. Because I don't want this to move around, so I mean, this is the play and pause section. Stop, band, prog click, programs and all that stuff. And I think this is the volume. So are these connections okay? So I'm gonna check from this part to this part. So the top one should go to top one and so on and so forth. And we're just gonna check with continuity. So alright. Will it work if I just do this? Okay, this one works. But that's after I fixed it also. The second one doesn't beep. Maybe I just didn't get to it. Okay, it beeps. Number 3. Number 3, which is the broken one, actually didn't beep. Okay. I had to push in the probe really far in. And for number 4, for example, I'm just pushing it in where the connection is supposed to go. And it works well. You know what? I might have found the issue. So maybe that was it, because what do we have here? We have standby K1, function, and K3, and also this potentiometer. But I want to check those things as well. So for the buttons, how are they supposed to go? Is it cross? Okay. So how am I supposed to press them in now? So I'm pressing it. And it's not a cross, is it? Or didn't my probe touch it? I mean, maybe this is a bit in the way now. These cables look horrible, but anyway. Let's get this out of the way. So I'm pressing the button. Yeah. Okay. What's going on with this one? Okay, this is fine. This one too. And let's check the fourth. So this is fine as well. Okay, we have resistors. And we also have, what do you call it? A capacitor? How could I forget about that? Let's just check. So this is fine. I'm not really sure what these resistance values should be. I'm just gonna take a look under the microscope. The microscope we all think is awesome. Okay, so R6 is 10K. R11 is 6,800. And R12 is... I'm not really sure what it says there. Maybe 2K? Alright, maybe that's what it is. So let's just check that out. So let's verify the values now. This says it was about 2K, so I think that's fine. Come on. And that's fine. I think that's fine. Right, and I have some here as well. Let's just check what they are. $2K, 6.7, almost 15. Let's check under the scope. It's these ones. That's 2K. Yeah, 6,800 and 15. So they seem okay. So the resistors are fine, and I think all the paths are fine. I mean, looking at it, there are no obvious breaks. This one's a little bit dirty here, but I mean, that's fine. Everything looks great on this one. So I'm suspecting that this broken connector is not okay. And the thing is, even if we just put it back together, I'm thinking that the smallest thing can just, yeah, I mean, they're really loose in here. So I think we have to ditch this connector and solder these points down here. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And we have all the connectors are straight, and we have the red one at the bottom. And I think I can just, I should just be able to get this off and connect them to here, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think that's gonna be easiest. I'm also gonna disconnect this so it's not in the way. And this one looks much better. We're gonna double check that as well later, but first we have to take care of this one. And I'm actually thinking I'm not gonna reuse those connections. I'm just gonna break this off actually. Loosen the IPA and get rid of this. Maybe I should put something that can protect this screen. I'm gonna do that. So I'm just soaking it in IPA so we can loosen up the glue. Maybe all I need to do is get under this connector. I'm thinking also about not cracking the screen, so I'm being gentle. Got it up a bit. Maybe I can use this spudger. But wait, do I need to break it off? I mean, I could just get it over. And just pull it out, right? Be gone. Foul demon. But I would also want to reuse these pads. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna desolder it. So I'm gonna get this connector off first. And that wasn't good. So I messed up some pads, but that's fine. It wasn't the optimal thing, but it'll be okay. But how come that some of these, many of these go to ground, right? Now it's gonna be a mess. Anyway, we're gonna fix that as well. One thing at a time. Alright, so now the connectors are out. I could clean up this bit actually. And with my luck, I think all the traces are going to be gone, but we'll see. But you know what? I think this is fine actually. Let's just check under the microscope to be 100% sure. I mean, this doesn't look too bad. I think this is savable because we can just solder to this. This ground plane we can scrape off a bit and put it to here. This seems fine. This might be gone. This is also ground. This looks fine. And this needs to be fixed. Okay, so let's just see with continuity what's what. Okay, so this one obviously broken, but there's a big plane we can use here. This is actually okay. It's not too much to worry about here. a bit wonky, but we can manage. And this trace has to be fixed. Okay, so I'm wondering, this was fine, right? Yeah, this was fine. That one is ground. Do we really need to care about the grounds? But they also go to this plane. At least that one does. Okay. Yeah, it does. Okay, so obviously we need that for something. And also that was the one who was destroyed. And this one goes to here. So I mean, that's fine as well. So we need to fix this one. This one goes here. So can't we just solder to this point? Or am I really stupid? I think we can do that. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So as we all remember, this connector was sitting like this. Stop moving, please. So we need to get these out. I'm gonna do that. And why is there blood here? Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna fix that connector. And then we're gonna get to soldering. And I'm thinking we're gonna do it one by one. So let's put the other things to the side. And this mat, please stop. This mat was meant for the LCD, so we're gonna put that to the side. And now we have this connector. Just gonna double check. Yeah, it went in like this. Heard the broken traces. Okay. So I'm thinking, instead of these small points here, I think you can bend them up and then release the cord instead of just destroying it. So I'm gonna try that. We'll begin with the red one. I'll try to not hurt myself even more. Okay, so that's bent up. We should be able to just almost get it out. No, that's not how it works. Okay, so if we break it off completely, I think it's making its way out. No. Damn it. That's not what I wanted. Okay. So let's try to do better with the other ones. Okay, that one went well. maybe it will be better to use something like this. Yeah, works a bit better, but you have to be careful because I think it's way more dangerous as well. But it's doing its job, as long as I don't slip. That almost got me. And this is out as well. Okay, so the whole connector is out. We did mess up the red wire, but I mean we can just strip it and put it back on. So at least that's something. Alright, so as I said, we're gonna strip this cable and we're gonna solder everything down to where it's supposed to be. And I'm wondering if these connectors will be in the way, but we'll just have to see. And I have this cheap wire stripper thing that's not even, it's a bit crooked. Got it from Lidl, but it can do the job. But it can also like just remove the cable completely. I think this is a bit too thin though. And I don't want to make this wire too short as well. That didn't strip anything. I mean, come on. This is a bit embarrassing. And I did what I didn't want to do. We do have some wire exposed. Maybe we should just use a good old knife. That should be good enough. So I'm just securing it down with some cap down tape now. Just so it doesn't move around too much. Making sure not to get this on the ribbon cable here because it's probably really fragile. So I'm gonna start with this point, and yeah, we're gonna try to work our way through this. So I'm thinking maybe it's best to get the microscope back again, because it is gonna help us much to see exactly what we're doing. Alright, so I know you guys hate this microscope, so I'm gonna try to use the cell phone over here to record, and hopefully it's gonna look better. It's gonna be a bit trickier to work around, but what don't you do for your biggest fans, right? It's okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's flux up the first area, and that's for the red wire. This syringe is getting a bit hairy. That's fine. We have flux. Suck this up, please. And we're gonna tin the first wire without burning all the other ones. Here we go, just a little bit to hopefully help us out. That looks horrible, but it's on there. I'm just gonna clean as I go along as well, because I don't want the flux to harden. Alright, so for the second wire, I'm thinking we should take it to that point, and maybe I should start out with that. Should have started out with that one, but it is what it is. This is gonna look really messy. I mean, either here, but no, that's not for that one. And I'm wondering, is this metal thing actually in the way? We'll have to see. I'm just gonna tin the area first. Okay. I'm already gotten a bit of the plastic. Okay. I should really have started with this one first. Oh, this is getting messy. I also got the cord, of course, because I wasn't paying attention too much. And I don't want that touching this. I mean, now it's here, all the solder. So can I just, with some luck, connect it here? My god. That's not going well at all. No. This is not going good. I think the best thing to do now is cut off a part of this. And it flew somewhere. Yeah. I'm making it way harder than it needs to be for me. But live and learn, right? At least I live. Okay, that's on there somehow. And now the third one. And we know it wants to go on this plane. So can I just... snip off this top part? I can. This is exposed. Now, maybe we should get it on the side here. So I'm gonna scrape off some of this mask. And I think that's good. So let's thin the area once again. No. Wait a minute. I almost made a mistake. This is for the second one, and this is the third one. So this should just go right here. Nope. Yeah, that's a mess. So if we go like this then. I mean, it's on there, but it also got to the other part. So I think that's fine, because we have 1, 2, 3. These shouldn't be connected. And they aren't. This is obviously connected to that one. Great. So slowly we're getting there. And now what we need is the fourth one. It shouldn't be connected here, and it's obviously going here. Then number 5 and number 6. And I think it's best to connect number 6 here, but we'll see how we do that. So we have number 4. Let's cut that tip off as well. Hit me in the forehead, that's nice. Okay. A little bit of flux. I mean, yeah, it's on, but I'm worried about this part. Is it connected to there? It probably is. Looks like it, but I'm not sure. Okay, so let's first check from here to here. That's fine. Yeah, it's connected to this. That's not good. We have to get that off somehow. So I'm just gonna hold it in place. You also need to move the other ones a bit. Stay where you are. Let's see if that works. Okay, now they're not connected. So we'll connect number 5 to here. And hopefully they're not gonna connect again. I don't think we need more solder on that. That's connected. Let's just check for bridges. I think we might have a bridge. No, actually not. Wait. How is this connected to that? Should it be? This is hanging loose. Let's just fix that real quick. You know what? Maybe let's worry about that later. we still have the 5th track that goes from here to here to here. Yeah. Yep. Damn it. That could also have been one of the first, but never mind. We can do this, we just have to believe. So I think now is the time to remove the Kapton tape, because we have most of them in place, and then okay, this one got off. Anyway, I was going to say then we can do this. Nope. I'm just also not trying to melt everything else around it, like the connections above. It's not on there. Okay. And I'm wondering if that's the best point to solder to, because it's all under these things. But it really has to go to here, right? So could I just do that? And it should be the first one. Okay, I finally got it in there. Hopefully it's not a bridge, because this was really annoying. No bridge. Fine. Awesome. And now back to this mess. I think I'll have to strip some of this. No. Okay, we are on finally. So it's not the prettiest job, but I mean it quote unquote works. So now I think there was a problem with continuity here. Let's see. No, there wasn't. Between here and here. And I'm not sure why. Should these be connected? I need to look at the board. So this one goes to somewhere. Here, here, and here. But let's check this one. They don't seem to be connected here. mean, that doesn't make sense to me. Maybe this one should go to there. I'm not sure, maybe that's fine. Let's just check for bridges here as well. So these two are bridging somehow. You know what? That may be fine because that's the potentiometer that you can't see anywhere. This one. So it might be okay. You know what? I'm saying it's okay. Because I've been doing this for 2.5 hours now. So now I'm thinking, should I try to get this all back into something? Alright, so I put it mostly back together, but remember this connector that I kind of ripped off of the connectors? I forgot where it goes. And also, wait, what? Which one is that? Where does that go? Is that from, it has to be from somewhere, right? I think it's this one. Yeah. That might be, from the CD drive or something. I'm not really sure. I got the ribbon for the CD player back, so that's something. Okay, I think it's to here, or is it? No, that's damn it, that's the other one. Because look, this goes here, then this goes here. So where's this supposed to go? Okay, I see it now. But what way is it supposed to go? Oh no. Okay, it's only the aux. So, I mean, based on how all these connectors are, I'm thinking this is gonna sit something like this. Maybe I should just connect it like this first so I don't mess it up. And I mean, it's not the most... You know what? I'm just gonna plug it in directly. I think that's gonna be easier. Okay. Alright. So that's that. And now I'm gonna just take out the display so we can see if anything happens. And hopefully this is gonna work. I don't know if it will, but we'll see. Okay, so the connector is over here. Can I just put this here? plugging in the mains. That's not good. There we go. Plug in the cable. We get a display. So I haven't broken it at least. Now I don't remember which one did what. Nothing's happening. Let's try this one. I don't want to short anything out. Stand by. The potentiometer does nothing. Let's try this one. Nothing at all. And still nothing. That's a bummer. And the worst part is we can even start it to the point where you can hear anything from the loudspeakers. But okay. Let's see. This speaker is supposed to be 4 ohms and 5 watts. I'm not really sure. I'll check watts on the multimeter, but we can try to check the ohms at least to see if we even have that. I don't know where to put it. I'm just gonna hold it. So it should be from here to here. It's 3.7 ohms, so that's fine. And I'm guessing, oh wait, can't, this is a real pain to work with. Okay, so this is obviously also a 4 ohm speaker, 3.9. All right. That chip's not hot. And I don't want to poke around too much for obvious reasons. You know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna try something crazy. And even if it works, I'm not sure what it's gonna help me with, but what happens if we short these two? I was hoping that the volume up would go up, but nope. Whoa. What the fuck? How did that happen? Jesus Christ. I hope you saw it on camera. I really do. You saw that light up, right? Oh my god. So that's radio. What the hell? We're gonna try that again. My heart jumped out of my fucking chest. That was crazy. Okay, you can see this, right? Alright, so these pins, I've seen other technicians F around with pins, and I was thinking, okay, I will get shocked, or something else. So I know now, I think if you connect, I connected the power to maybe ground. No, that wasn't it. Power to volume up? No. What? It doesn't work now. Or I'm just shorting the wrong things. What did I do? What the heck? Why can't I replicate it now? That's so weird. There it is. PBO and ground. And we have radio. So if I do that again... Wait. Okay. Okay, so now... Where do I have the modes? And can I... Look. I'm changing the station. Can we find something? Well, I don't want to play copyrighted music, but volume works. Bro, I can't just hijack this, connect two wires from here that go outside of the radio, and just have a button, so I press it and it starts. Or we can actually find the fault, but this is really promising. Oh man, okay, this is the function button. And none of the buttons work. Wait, flat. Rock, pop, classic. I think you have to hold the buttons down. The function doesn't work. And is this the... No. Wait. Okay, so listen. This is the thing I fixed. The board I fixed. Wait, I'm just gonna... This is the board I fixed. So... Play pause. Obviously it's not gonna work on radio. Okay, so we can change from AM to FM. So I think it actually didn't destroy this. You can program it. We can go up and down channels. And now we actually have some music. Okay, let's go back to static. So what I did on the other board, that didn't destroy the radio. But it's the first button that doesn't do anything. And you know what button that is? That button is the standby. And I'm assuming that's the power button. So there's something wrong with the power button. It must be, because when I grounded those two pins... But wait, does any of this work? Okay. Wait. Okay, now it went into CD, but I tugged at the cords a bit. Aux, mic, FM. And if I tug just in the right spot, I think I can turn it off as well. I'm hoping I can. Okay. Now CD and stuff is working. Microphone, FM. But there's something with the power button. And can we turn it off by grounding these? Yeah, so it's off now. And now we're on. Wait. The only thing, that's that connector. That's this cable. So there's something wrong with the cable, maybe. Wait. Alright. We're taking this apart again. I have renewed energy. And we're gonna see what the hell is going on here. Alright, so we are back, and as I said before, I think that this board has an issue, because as we saw previously, the start button doesn't work. So I'm thinking we're gonna take off this part without ruining it. And we're gonna see if we have continuity from these points to the board. And we can also see that it is the first and third pin we care about, because that's the ones I shorted, and that's the one who gave us the power on. So let's take this off. If I can. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to check if the trace from this part goes all the way up here to see if the wires aren't broken. So let's check them out. This one's fine. This one's fine. This one's fine. And this one's fine. Okay. So now we know it's not the wires. The wires are fine. So is it something wrong with the buttons? Or is it something else that's amiss? And I'm not sure about these joints, actually. So where does it go? This goes to that one. So all these should go to the third pin. Let's just double check. And you're not going there. Am I blind? Wait, here. It should go to here, right? So this one does. This one does. This is a bit wonky. Do we think that there might just be an issue with the soldering? I'm gonna take this under the microscope just to double check. Let's see now. It does look a bit suspicious, actually. If I press down the button, I mean, these look way better than these. Let's just double check the continuity again. I mean, you can hear it's not really okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna scrape a bit around these as well. And I should also check, do these, alright. So all of them go to the first pin. And we have some resistors here. There's a jumper. Yeah, and the resistors have different values. So if we go from the last button, which is faux K3, we get a resistance value of 22,000. If we go from this button, we get a resistance value of 2,000. And if we go from the start, we get a resistance of basically 0 ohms. So I think depending on what resistance value goes back to the first pin. Okay, yeah. So then it knows what function to call. And since, wow, I'm actually starting to understand that. And since we use the tweezers, these have basically 0 resistance. So that's how we got it to turn on. And if it would have been a different resistance. I mean, if it would have been another function for the 0 resistance value, we would have called another function and it wouldn't turn on. So it was really lucky that we actually used this method, got 0 resistance, and that happened to be turn on. Okay. So let's fix these buttons. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my precision knife. I mean, doesn't it look weird here? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna grind away a bit so it has something more to sit on. And we're just gonna flood it with solder. I'm just gonna put a healthy amount on. That was maybe... Let's go. There we go. Okay, so maybe it didn't go 100% as planned, but I think that's better. So let's check continuity now. And it should be way better, at least I think. Yeah, I think that's better. And that goes to number 3, right? No. Where did this go? I'm just gonna try to press in the button, which is easier said than done. Wait, maybe I can get some help from my friend. Does it press it in? Yeah, that's pressed in. That's weird. Shouldn't it beep now? Wait a minute. So we don't press it in now. We have continuity. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So now if we press it in, okay. I don't get it. Okay. We can check this another way. So we know it goes from here to here. Was it from here to here? Wait, goes here, yeah, and there. Let's get it to a low value. Okay, this is weird. I have no idea what's going on. So let's just double check this. There's just some liquid. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with this. I'm not really understanding it, but I'm hopeful. Alright, we have the time here. So now I'm just gonna press, which one is it? The power button. Was it that one? No. Wait, which one did I fix? It was this one. So if I... Yeah. That is weird. So is it the button that's broken? Or is it the traces? Because the traces... No, they shouldn't be weird. I mean, we also gotten from shortening these pins to shortening these pins. So I think this button is broken actually. I did think it was acting kind of strange. But I mean, let's check if any of these other buttons work, because it might be a problem with just the circuit. So this is function. I mean, there's something wrong with it. And that's just... This is volume. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what the problem is. I mean, it must be the button. I'm sure of it. It must be. So yeah, let's try to replace the button on this one. And obviously, I should pull it out from the mains. This is real annoying to get out as well. There we go. Okay, so first things first. I have a bunch of buttons and switches that I sourced from other broken electronics. Now this is an SMMD. It's 6 pins, that's not gonna work. So we're gonna try to find one that should. I mean, I think this one's a bit too big. This would have been nice, but it's too long, but I mean, shouldn't this work? Because this has only one point of failure. And it's pretty much the same size. This can be a maybe. Maybe. So I mean, I have a couple already. Let's just check how they work and if any of them works. No, maybe. Okay, so we have this one. This looks pretty similar. It looks whole. I'm not sure which part is which, but I'm guessing it should be like this. It's behaving really strange. Let's put that one to the side. Let's try this one. This looks a bit better. But it's not behaving that well. Wait, no, it is. So diagonal. No. Okay, let's get my buddy. So from here to here, nothing. From here to there, something. And now can I press it in? Yep. Let's just do the other side as well. Yeah, this will be fine, I think. I'm gonna keep these just here on the side. See, it's this one we have a problem with. So my thinking now is, we know this button is okay. So if we remove this and replace it and it still isn't okay, there's something with the circuit. And I wouldn't know what that would be, but we'll see. So now we should be able to get this one out, right? You know what, I think we have to take a bit of wick to this as well. And also, this is why I like these tweezers, because they hold when you don't press them, and they open when you do press them. So you can just put a bit of wick in here, let go, and it just holds it for you. So it's one thing less to focus on. Let's get you a bit closer. I think that should be good enough. Yep, there it is. And let's just test this out to see what's going on. Okay, so this side isn't good. Maybe that's the problem, that only one of the sides was bad. Because if we take the replacement one, yeah, this works on both sides. So let's try to get it inside again. Not again, it's the first time this button is here, but you know what I mean. Okay. So we have to Straighten this leg a bit. There we have it. And let's try to solder it in place. My parrot doesn't believe in me. What else is new? Let's clean this area up. I think I'm actually gonna go with the toothbrush that I don't have here. I think that looks good enough. Let's try the continuity. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Now I'm gonna press it. What the hell? I pressed the wrong fucking button. Hold on. There we go. I pressed this button instead of this. My bad. Works like a charm. So all we have to do now is test it again. And I'm really hopeful, but I'm also not hopeful. Get what I'm saying? Because a big part of me is like, nah, this is only one of the problems. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong and turn out to be right. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, we're plugged in. We're turning it on. Time is displayed. Now for the moment of truth. Let's hold the power button. No way. I'm so happy, this is crazy. Nice music. Wait. Okay, it's reading CDs. I was like, what? Did I break it? No disc. Aux. FM. Alright, so let's turn it off. Easy peasy. Okay, so I'm gonna put it back together. We're gonna test it with a CD, and hopefully it's gonna work fantastic. So, it's finally back together, and here it is in its full glory. So, the dreaded power button. Is it still gonna start? No problems. Volume works fine. Finding channel works fine. Can take different bands. Random FM channel. I mean, it all works. Equalization works. So let's see if it can read a CD. I don't know if this CD is good. I got it in this actually, but let's see if it works. I can hear it spinning. No disc. Well, maybe it's not a CD disc, but anyway, it's fixed in my opinion. I've double checked the CD player, but yeah. Whew, this was a gruesome one. So if you made it this far, please like and subscribe and comment, all that stuff, and we'll see what we'll do next time. I'm Beat, so I'm out. See ya, peace.